Welcome back, everyone, to Motor City Aquatics with a K. Today, today is a crappy day. Felt like crap this morning. Couldn't fall asleep at all last night. Didn't even stay up. Laid down. Couldn't sleep. So didn't go to work. Stomach was all jacked up. So yeah, we got out of that. We did not want anything to do with work today. Let me see how do I get this crap off of here? Can I get it off of here? Brand. Glitch, what's happening? What's happening? Can you guys hear me good? Do I have can I get a sound check? Check, check, check. Sound chicken check. What is that? Oh, that's a hat. Look, oh, weird. My carpenter's hat. It just seemed like a good place to hang it, but I guess it's not. Yep, you're good. All right. Thank you, Miss Glitch. So let's say welcome to Glitch Shell. Are you new? If you are, thank you very much for stopping in. Please hit that subscribe. We'd love to get new subscribers. Trying to hit 1,000. Like everyone and their mother, but it'll just open up a couple things for us to be able to do that are easier and more important for us. But good to see you, Mary Page Flynn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always good seeing you in here, Mary Page. You know what? I don't really get into people's business, but are you where you're to move to? All I remember is you were selling tanks, moving, and stuff like that. So I wasn't sure. I mean, I see you somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know if you're now where you're gonna stay. I don't know. Lunatic Fringe, what is going on, my friend? It is always good seeing the man with all the answers in here, and that's not me just saying that. He's just filled with it's to me it's important information because a lot of the information he has is interesting to me. It's from my time, my era. I mean, he's got a ton of information, but he's got stuff from my type of stuff that I enjoy. So good seeing you in here, Lunatic Fringe. Yeah, what was it? Somebody said the other day when you get Chewy's in here? Oh yeah. Oh, Chewy. Yeah, I keep forgetting he goes by 19 different names because he is the man. He is the Chewy. Brian loves cars and music. Yes, I do. Do you see my new shirts? Messenger. Hold on. Copy. I'm actually living in a camper for the time being and trying to make me a little fish and shrimp room in there. So far it's working, believe it or not. No. I just didn't know if you and your husband landed, on Plymouth Rock yet. If you guys got to where you're going, or if you're still in transition. I never got that far. So I'm glad that you got a place. I mean, it looks nice every time I see a video. It looks really nice. When I was living in Virginia, I started over in Kentucky. Is moving from Virginia to Kentucky, is that a good thing? I've never been to either. I've always had a huge urge to go. I mean, I drove through the Kentucky a little bit or whatever, past it or wherever, going to South Carolina one time in my life, but Yeah, it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. Kentucky, yeah, I don't know anything in Kentucky. You know what? Jake Daniels comes from there, so it's got to be super cool. Tennessee, tons of cool things come from there, so that's got to be super cool too. So, I guess the only reason you would switch from one place to the other is maybe work or something. You know, two really nice places. We're kicking it old school. Yeah, it's no, there's no, man. I tell you, some of the trailer double wides, you know, single wides and double wides, that's the uppity name for them. Or they get into modular homes, you know, modular, not so much the trailer, you know, because the word park comes after that. It's you know, and so trailer park is kind of old. That's old hat stuff. So it's more or less, you know, single wide, double wide, modular, you know, because the way they're made these days, if you get a newer one, I don't know how far back, at least 10 years, you'd go at least 10-year-old trailer or modular. And I mean, they're just incredibly beautiful, the way they make them, the structures of them. I tell my wife about it all the time. You know, we think about getting property up on the lake up north and retiring up there. You know, when we get, I mean, it's way down the road, you know, I mean, we're only creeping on 50. So, I mean, still got a good 15 years before we really say okay. But, you know, I don't know. I had to stop working when I got in an accident, you know, when my neck was broken. So I was the first to see why some people why they say don't stop. That had to be the most painful thing in the world, because all these muscles that are strong in your body for certain reasons, you know, to support a disc in your back or your hips, your knees, what have you, make you stop. It just creates so much pain. You're just like, this is not good. I don't like it. It's not good. So, so you don't want to do it. Yes, we landed on Plymouth Rock. Good. Sel, hey, it's Michelle Kinsey. Are you going to be heading out to Andy's by chance this weekend? Good chance. My shirts are there. If there's anything else you need, let me know. And if we're not going to nights until Monday, so I should be on days this week, and then I don't think we're going to overtime until next month. So, yeah, I should be there this weekend. But my shirts there, I have larges and extra larges there. All you got to do is let me know anything else you need, and I can bring it. Yep. Totally cute. And these are different. These aren't the shirts. These aren't the Gildan shirts. These are, sorry if you can't see it too well, but these are the super soft ones. I paid $1.50 extra for soft shirts. So, I don't know. I have a thing about soft shirts. My wife, hunts me down soft shirts. I don't like this. See, it feels like it's 5 years old. You know, it's like somebody wore it for 5 years, washed it a bazillion times, and then put Proud Dad Life on here. You know, that's how I like my clothes. I like them. I don't like to feel them, you know. So that's what these shirts are. The hoodies are real nice too. So I just have to get up enough orders to get the hoodies. The hoodies are going to be like 30, probably like $35. Yeah, like $35. They're not bad. You know, the hoodies are really high quality. And then to print them, and I put a little bit on there, but you know, not too much. But you know, it's high quality stuff. So. Yeah, for some reason, my shakes are bad today. Everything. It just wasn't a good day. My stomach's been messed up last few days. I'm over the cold, everything. This thing just crept up on me. I don't know what it is. Oh, just we live it on Plymouth Rock. The Backyard Bear, what is going on? How are you? Good to see you in here. We're working on getting a farm with our daughter for the whole family. The house market is just ridiculous. Oh, yeah, that's super smart. I talked to my buddy who owns the pet store. Michelle knows him, and he lives, like 45 minutes away from his store. And I'm like, why don't you just sell your house? Because it's like a 1-bedroom, but he made a bunch of bedrooms in it. I was like, sell your house and buy you a bigger house, for equity, for property, so you have dogs and stuff and everything, have people over him. He's like, yeah, well, why sell it? Why, can't I just rent it out? Because his payment's only like $4 something a month. So I said, yeah, you can do that. Rent it out if you can, get the support to buy a new one. I mean, buy another house. Yeah, that'd be good. But yeah, the market right now is bad. I just watched a thing the other day, and they asked, are people still getting rich on selling their house? They said, no, it's not like it was there for a little bit, but they're to a point now. I mean, houses are still, they're still flying. They're still expensive, but people aren't getting, 20, 30% higher when there's already 15% tacked onto it. And then they're getting 20, 30% above that, So hold on, let me turn this fan on. Hi, guys. The discus laid eggs. Now I put them way up here in the back, so they're not walking past them all the time. We'll see if that makes a difference. If they eat the babies again, then I'll pull the female and put her in the 125. Just a bunch of stuff. I don't, I have other ones in there that paired off, so I gotta get another 20 tall. So I'm gonna have to move some tanks around, put them over there. That one over there, that can come down. That's got blackworms and feeder ghost shrimp in it, and snails, all for the puffers. So that one can come down here, stay cool. I can move one up there. To keep warm. Tanks are doing really good. I had a bacterial bloom, I thought, in my purple metallics. I did what I hear people say. I didn't freak out. I didn't do a water change. I didn't do nothing. I just poured some live bacteria in it, left it alone, and it took about, 6 days. And it's clear now than most of the other tanks. So whatever it was worked its way through and good to go. The backyard bear. So yeah, the farm thing's really cool. Farms, man. I had family members that had farms. They bred Arabian stallions, had quarter horses, and had a lot of family that had farms. And it's a lot of good memories, man. I tell you. Says, I'm originally from South Carolina. I moved to Kentucky in 90 to my husband's family's home place. My daughter was in the Navy in Virginia, so I went there for 3 years, and now we're back in Kentucky. Now, is that a happy thing, or is that we're back at my husband's family's home place? Jeez. That's what I'm planning. I'm moving west later this year. I want to buy a house, and that's not happening here. See, the whole thing is as important as it is for someone to buy a house because of the equity, just for you to own it, not be paying the next Joe money, all sorts of stuff like that. And look, you can be proud of what you can own. What you can afford. Doesn't have to be anything showing off this, that. You don't have to be the Joneses. This, that, and the other. If you own a house, guess what? You're one step ahead of the guy that's paying rent. And that one day you could die in that home. You could put plants out wherever you want. You could cut the grass however you want. You could paint the house to trim out any color you want. You could park in your own driveway. There's so many positive things. You can have friends over. You can sit and have coffee in your own kitchen with the sunlight coming in. It's just crazy, the things that you can do by buying your own home instead of just looking at it as, a place to live, so. I completely understand, but the neck. My husband broke his neck years ago. He was a lineman for the Ooh, 30 years. He's almost in a wheelchair, and his surgery saved him. Nice. Yeah, I never got any surgery, but yeah, a few days ago, I had the pain in the bottom of my skull so bad. I was down here doing tank work. It was so bad, it created so much stomach acid. I mean, I've never had, because now that I'm back to work, I'm doing things I haven't done for 2 years, and that pain came, and oh my gosh, I got nauseous and threw up. I don't even want to get into it, but it was bad. Only Oscars, welcome. Thank you for showing up. Sean OOTD. I always like that. Lurking, listening while working in the fish shed. I can't wait until you post pictures of that. Glad to see you in here. South Georgia here. I'll never understand you Yankees. The only thing white I want to see on the ground is sand when I go to the beach. It's I don't know. It's I guess like anything, okay, you're brought up, you live where you live, and you don't like snow, you like the warm climates. That's fine. I like them too, but do I want to be in them all the time? No, I'm a big guy. I don't like if I'm at, let's say, if I'm at the lake and it's 95 and I'm in shorts and I'm fishing, nothing could be better. But if at somebody's house visiting and we're outside and going to a barbecue and I'm pouring sweat and no, I don't like that. That's why like everybody comes over. I just wear, I'm a big guy. I wear shorts. If somebody comes over, I gotta wear a t-shirt. I'm like, dang, I don't, when my son's friends come over and stuff, I'm like, really? But I literally sit around in shorts all day. I like warm weather, but I don't like it hot, and humidity is the worst for me being big. I'm not good with humidity. So, but what I wanted to say about that was, if you're brought up in a state that has 4 seasons, at least for me, still at my age, I don't think I'd want to be anywhere else. Because like now it's snowed. We don't have much, but it's nice to look out and see snow. It's nice to do donuts in the snow. There's a lot of things you do when you're a kid. Go shagging, grab on somebody's bumper, and they drive away, and you're on your feet, crouched down. They know you're there, and and then you let go when you're ready to stop, and then you slide in the snow and stuff. There's a bunch of stuff. It's just like I always said, kids that don't get to see the snow, I think they really miss out. Playing it, snowmen, sledding, all the cool stuff. But yeah, I could totally understand, where you come from. A lot of people that are in the warmth don't want to see, cold. The original Tattletales dishes. Happy New Year, familia. Just wanted to show support. Thank you very much. The original Tattletales dishes. That is pretty cool. Please hit subscribe if you had not. Hit the thumbs up, the like, and hang out. It's good to see you in here. Thank you for stopping in. Aquaballs, welcome. How are you, my friend? You and me both, Brian. It's 28 out. I'm still in shorts, a t-shirt. Yeah, it's crazy. This morning it was 9. It was 9 degrees. I looked at my phone. I thought it was broken. I thought it was on another continent or something. I was like, what the heck's going on? And I hit the thing. Yep, 9 degrees. My car started right up. It's all that hard work I put in. I lived in the Keys for a year. Missed that the most. Perfect year round. Yeah, my brother lives in the Keys. He comes in here once in a while. Harley D's. Papa Shrimp, what is going on? Everybody, don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you haven't yet. New for 2022. Hey, Fish Tropic. Papa Shrimp. All right, let me post this. I already got it, but All right, look, I'm gonna announce it. Seems people really watch my videos, and that's good. I love it. I have people wanting to order shrimp. I already took an order a couple weeks ago, I think just before the holidays, and um, hold on one sec. We can do it after. They called the tires for my wife's car, and hey, hon. And I want to get him on her car, with snow and stuff. She just has to let him know. Hey, can you come here, please? Call this number and tell them what day is good for you to do the tires, please. It's up to you, but that's Ford's. Just hit call. The green, yeah. So I want to get tires on her car. So if we get hit, we're supposed to get some bad snow coming up, and she's got 2 brand new front tires, but the backs are they need replaced. I bought a 7-year warranty on them, so anytime something happens, we get a new tire. So they had to put 2 new tires on. One was split, and one literally split a hole on the inside. But they said the warranty that I paid for will go over onto the new tires. But with everything going on, this isn't a tire that they carry anymore. It's made out of titanium. So I had them order 2 more. So, of course they match. And so she has 4 new tires on her car like I have on mine. So but it goes on her schedule because I'll be working. So it's gotta go off of her. Yeah, Motor City Aquatics to attack. Yeah, me and Papa Shrimp started something since other people have started something funny on their thing. Hey, I'm gonna get you to 1,000 first, but well, we're putting money on it. So Papa Shrimp gets me to 1,000. I'll give him $30. If I can get him to 1,000 first, he gives me $30. So that's what we're pushing at. But you can come up if you want. Anybody can come up if they want. They're more than you're more than welcome to come on up. I got a little I have something I want to talk about that was brought up, and it'd be good to get people's opinions on it. I'm probably not going to change, but so most of you that watch my videos all the time see that I just posted a video feeding my new puffers little crayfish, feeder crayfish from the pet store. That's what they're there for. That's what they sell them for. It's life cycle, just like feeder goldfish, rosies, feeder guppies, it's what society and the world chooses to feed. It's what we can get live. Now, here's the thing. We don't know a ton about puffers, but like I told everyone, we're changing Motor City Aquatics up, and we're getting fish, more types of fish. I know people have puffers, but, it's my wife wanted them, so we figured we'd make it cool. We get 6 of them. My buddy got all 6. So it's like, well, what do you feed them? Because my fear is, you can't keep they have jaws. They don't have those front teeth that you have to keep down. I guess it's the whole jaw thing. So they have to crunch that jaw. You got to keep it down. Well, we haven't gone to the store yet to find baby clams or anything that they could chew on for you to do this. Now we have snails. My wife's collecting them out of the tanks, and we're going to start that. But they also have ghost shrimp at the store. Well, like I said, we're just starting out on these puffers, and we have no idea what to give them. But when they say, hey, what do? You go on YouTube. What do puffers eat? people are feeding their puffers crayfish, clams, or lobster, all these little crustaceans. And it's so my buddy carries all that stuff. So the day we bought him, he gave me like 50, 60 ghost shrimp. So we put the fish in there, and about 5 minutes later, we put all the ghost shrimp in there. They destroyed them. Puffer fish have to eat stuff with hard shells. I have gulper cats that eat fish, live fish, tilapia, frozen tilapia. I feed them frozen silver sides, thaw it all out. But I put goldfish in there, feed them. Half the world feeds their, their bigger fish, stuff like that. Catfish eat anything they could put in their mouth in the wild. Pufferfish try to eat anything with a shell to keep their teeth down. So I posted a video thinking, how cool, people show puffers eating stuff. Well, have you ever seen 6 puffers eat a crayfish? Now, it's not the part of, it's killing the animal to crayfish lovers. But, I mean, I don't really know any crayfish lovers that keep just basic old crayfish out of the stream or, anywhere. It's people eat them. You eat crayfish, they get killed all day long. People pay for the colored ones and the big ones, it's like a whole different type of deal. Anywho, so I made a video. Me and my wife put together a video, and we wanted to show how these 6 figure 8 puffers come together to to eat. It's like lions taking down a deer or a bison. They all have to come together to do it. And so I videoed it and uploaded it. I put a little song with it, to make it sound kind of neat, and just did it to do it because it's our first time doing it. We're getting to know these fish and what's the best for them. Well, I lost 2 subscribers from it. I'm not going to say names. That's not part of it. Geek Boy, that's not why I'm bringing this up. But one of them's a pretty substantial, person. He doesn't live in the U.S., so we'll just put that out there. But I lost 2 subscribers today after they saw it. They said, "Sorry, Brian, this is an unsub for me." Well, here's the thing. Not for nothing. People go fishing, right? They catch, like, let's say a panfish or a sunfish. They pull it off and they put it on a pole with a bigger hook. And they chuck it back out there to catch another fish. You just caught a fish to catch a fish. Now you just killed that fish. It's every day. It's evolution. I had, hey, live feeding. I didn't have warning all over it like I do now, but it's live feeding. If it bothers you, don't watch it. I'm just, I'm not doing it to, upset anyone or, get under anyone's skin. If it bothers you to see pufferfish eat, then, don't watch it. It's like, okay, you feed frozen clams to a pufferfish. Well, those clams were alive, right? And now they're frozen, and people feed them their fish. That's terrible. How could you kill all those? But the thing is I'm not trying to laugh, poke fingers, or anything at this, okay? Not anything at all. There's a lot of things like bears. I don't know why I have an attachment to bears, and to see a bear die or to see a bear skin, I don't know. It's something with the Indians, and they believe the bear, protects the world, the lands, roams the lands and protects it. I believe in stuff like that. It's like, look, they believe in it. Why could it not be true? So bears to me are important. There's a lot of things in life that I have empathy and remorse for other people and how they look at it. There's so many things, Buddhists, Jewish, Hebrews, you name it. It's, I look at everything and go, oh, wow, from Vikings to, anything, from R&B music to, Leonard Skinner. It's just, everything's an open book. And here's the thing. I'm an aquatics channel. Okay. I was Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. Well, we changed our name because, we realized that, there's more to life than just shrimp. Now, I've been doing fish for years. I've been doing tons of stuff for years, breeding, keeping, tons of stuff. So I figured, well, why keep it? Just because I like shrimp. I love discus the most. So why not get back into discus and try to start breeding those again? Try to video that. Now I like shell dwellers. I just think they're the cutest things in the world hiding in those shells. It's just interests me very much. I'm getting some really nice guppies from Pumpkin King. There's a lot. There's a lot I want to bring everybody. And, look, it's, you watch some of these big channels like, God, some of these guys like down in Florida and everything, they got great channels. They go out, catch these fish, bring them home, put them in their tanks, and, they feed them crayfish and stuff. Look, they're out there in the lake eating it all day. I don't know if or I shouldn't say it. I just don't know. I understand if you have a Gucci crayfish, all right, if you have a Gucci crayfish, Papa Shrimp, what up?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing. But let me finish this quick. But if you have a Gucci crayfish, like a Prada crayfish or something, I understand that because those are expensive. And I understand you like crustaceans. Well, it's just like a shrimp. I don't know how many times I've taken shrimp out of my tank that were clear, and I put them in my big tank and feed them to my fish. I mean, it's the circle of life. You do that. So when I post this video and then, I get 2 comments with unsubs, and I get other people contacting me saying that one of these people are, making comments about it and stuff, that they don't like it. I asked my wife, I said, should I take it down? And then I started YouTubing, feeding pufferfish. And there's so many videos on there, and these big, they're dropping crabs in there like 7, 8 at a time. They're wham, wham, wham. They got 11, 20,000 subs. I'm like, you know what? My wife's like, no, don't take it off. Look, just put warning all over it. And I said, well, it says that it's feeding live crayfish. So I put warning all over it to make people feel better. But so I lost 2 subscribers because I posted my 6 figure 8 puffers eating a small juvenile crayfish that they have to keep their jaws down and stuff. I'm not going to file it down with a break file or anything. So, I just want to say I'll make sure I put warning on everything. But if you choose to watch a video that I make and it makes you upset, maybe you shouldn't watch it. I'm not, I don't have dogs tied up to poles and starving them. I don't beat animals. I don't treat animals like crap. Look, it's a circle of life. So, it is what it is. If they don't eat it in my tank, they're going to eat it in the lake, or they're going to eat it in a pet store. So, don't hate me just because I'm trying to bring more. Like one of my subscribers today said, man, I don't agree with what he said, He's like, boy, but I'll tell you right now, he's like, I never knew that figure 8 puffers hunted in packs. So there you go. I just gave you information that I didn't even know, but I thought it was so cool. I didn't know that it was something that no one knew, but I thought it was so cool that they'd all come and you know, get the food. So that I thought it was pretty cool. So if you see any more and it says warning on it, just don't click on it. But I'm not taking down the video. And if for some reason you unsubscribe,
come over to my channel and subscribe.
Go over to Papa Shrimp's channel, go and get him to 1,000 so I can get my $30. But I mean, if you unsubscribe, hey, look, I understand. I understand some people don't want to see it, but you know, this I'm not running. This isn't a church. You know, I'm not running a church. You know, we try to watch our mouth around here, our language and stuff, but this is stuff. This is stuff that has to do with living things in your tank. It is what it is. So I'm not going to apologize for it. But if you do unsubscribe, have a good day.
It's all about perspective, man. We show our fish eating live baby brine shrimp. I mean, that's cruelty on a
they're alive.
They're
baby
alive.
Brine are alive.
Brine shrimp. And we're shrimp keepers too. So, you know.
Tank Aquatics, thank you.
It's all about perspective.
But it's you know, it's I at one time too thought, God, what would my subscribers think if I put like the gulper cats? I fed them frozen tilapia, and no negative views. I was like, okay, you guys think that's cool to see this catfish mouth coming? I think it's super neat. No negatives. I didn't get no negatives on this video yet. Who knows? Maybe now, but I've never gotten any. They're all thumbs up, and there's quite a few views. What's up?
I agree, Tank Aquatics. Hey, it's nature. If that's what they eat. That's what they eat.
Yeah. Nah. Well, that's Geek Boy. Geek Boy, I'll put that up. Geek Boy's cool. Oh yeah, I know who did it. I mean, if everyone knows who did it. I mean, it's put on Discord, so you know. What are you gonna do? Tell everyone you know to stop coming to my channel because my pea puffers ate a crawfish. Well, I got 8 more in the tank, so I can film 8 more videos. So I'll put ketchup on these ones. You know, but it's like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or get anybody upset or make anybody feel bad. It's just to show people that, hey, there's more here at Motor City Aquatics. We have more. There, you know, hey, come check it out. You know, we'll show you. You know how puffers eat, you know, here puffers eat tropical colored granules. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, they don't. I put it in there. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, and then when I put ghost shrimp in there, I'm gonna get people in front of my house with picket signs and you know, look, all this stuff is bred to be fed. It is. It's bred to be fed, right? Yeah, it's all bred to be fed. So I'm not doing anything. I'm not going out in lakes and stuff and catching stuff and going, oh, sorry, clip, throwing it in there. You know, it is what it is. So, but yeah, it's I'd rather watch than a few other YouTubers, just saying that. Than a few other. Well, thank you, Tank Aquatics. Hey, that's what, you know, we try to do. You know, we got a lot of big stuff coming up in 2022. I'm trying to bring a couple extra things. Papa Shrimp's trying to bring a couple extra things. You know, it's gonna be a lot of things, but
I've been thinking about what we've been talking about, and I got some ideas that we need to talk about.
They did not want to see it, but did not have a problem.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good year.
I like Geek Boy. I always did.
Yeah, he's cool.
I just like the word geek. But they did not have a problem with the video itself. Thank you. But see, hey, I didn't put music on it. I didn't put no sad music on it. My wife's like, hey, put that uppity music on it. Look, it's not like my wife's over here going, yes, die. You know, she's doing the same thing, going, oh, wow, look, they're hunting in packs. Look, you know, I mean, she likes puffers. I don't know how puffers eat, so it's interesting, you know, but well, I'm glad. The Backyard Bear. Oh, wait, DLC Aquatics. Welcome. Good to see you in here. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Get our numbers up. We lost 2 today. We got to come back and get them too. He did take time the community tab about it. I just don't want it to bring any cancel culture down on you. I had it happen, people ordering to make false claims and negative feedback. Hey, look, I mean, to be honest, Backyard Bear, I've been doing this for, I think, over 2 years. You know, everyone that comes on here knows how I am. They know who I am. I don't do gruesome stuff. But when I get a new fish that's, you know, to be fed a certain way, I don't have frozen baby clams. You know, that's just how it is. Now, the next thing can be snails. I hope nobody that breeds mystery snails is going to get all sad and all up in their body about me letting a bunch of pest snails get eaten. But it's going to happen. You know, we got to keep their teeth down. Yeah, I know.
How dare you?
But you know, there's just nothing I can do. But look, I don't make money off of YouTube. I don't think if anyone was to hate on me that anyone else in here would care. Because everyone that comes in, look, you see my stuff. They see my stuff for years. You know, I didn't just grow overnight. You know, I don't have a bunch of fish in tanks that are way too small, feeding them a bunch of live, this, that, and the other. And like I said, I have empathy. I know people like animals and they don't want to see something that they like get eaten. Totally understandable. And it's not done for that. It was just done as an educational video to show people what would happen in the wild if they were swimming along and found a crustacean. It's just it. You know, it's not like I sit there and go, yes. But it's like you look and see they stay away from the claws. You know, they try to do what they're doing, you know, so they don't get hurt, keep their eyes out of the way and stuff. You know, it just is what it is. So Moonlight Sonata, that would be, what's that? Cool. LOL. Big Texas tanks, shrimp and snails. Now, this guy right here, he used to live right down the street from me there, Papa Shrimp. Really? Then he moved to you.
Oh, wow.
He's in Texas now. He's from Texas, but he came here.
Right.
And he was living around the corner from me, working at the pet store down that big time pet store down the street from me. And then he had up and leave and move back to Texas.
It's cold down here today.
Yeah, it was 9 this morning.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I think we woke up, it was 19, but no wind. So thank goodness, because yesterday it was like 21 or 22. And
Mr. Snail Guardians.
We had snow flurries out of nowhere. I mean, it's not much, but for Texas to see snow flurries, that's crazy. It's like that doesn't happen. So that was a trip to wake up to that Saturday morning.
Yo, what did you say? Viking puffers. Yo, trippy people, Mr. Grumpy, what's up? It's like a pleasant 65 here in Florida. I really hate you, Mr. Grumpy. Hell yeah, I'm in the Panhandle, Amarillo area.
I'm over here in East Texas.
Oh, okay. Almost. You know where that's at, the Panhandle? Is that far from you?
Oh, yeah. When I was a regional manager, I had to travel up there all the time. That was part of my region, the Panhandle, all of Texas, North Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana. It was.
Oh, see, he's really lucky. He can go to Aquashella now with you, too.
Right?
Did you make a date? All right, cool.
North of Dallas, Fort Worth. I live east of Dallas, Fort Worth, about an hour.
Ooh. Yeah, Chevy Fish, get a backup generator. I keep seeing I have a generator out in the garage. It's I just have really long extension cords. But I start that thing, leave it way out in the garage, and I run the main cord to the house, and it's got like 4 plugs on it. And then we just start jumping from there, the refrigerator, and then I come down, I do the air pumps, and turn
Mr.
on.
Robbie was in Aquashella, Orlando. Did I get to meet you out there? I was at the shrimp contest. I was only a volunteer when I was there in Florida.
Hey, you sound better.
I'm getting a little better.
Your complexion looks good.
I didn't wake up quite as congested and as bad as it was, but I also woke up in the morning and took some medicine and then went back to sleep and then woke up again, took more medicine. Took my son up to the border to get him dropped off, so he got picked up for school, getting taken back with all the kids.
Timbo tanking it easy. What's it say? We are still wrong. What's this? People argue we are wrong that animals should be kept in their natural habitat. And then we get captive bred animals and try to give them close to natural habitat and feed them naturally. And we are wrong again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree 100%. Yeah, it's something else. It's like, what is it? Cold water aquatics. Look at them big, huge fish he got in there. I mean, he got big boy fish. What do you think he feeds them? Marshmallows and cotton candy? Shit.
Hey, we all know that live foods, as much as possible, is going to create a spawning environment, which a lot of us are at that level where we want to breed and spawn and we want them natural. We don't want to feed them flake foods and pellets and stuff that we have to maintain our water even more because of what we're putting into it versus natural stuff. I mean, it's all part of it.
Mr. Gromby, this right here, Michelle's talking about last night. Terry was on and he literally said, "Where is Mr. Gromby?" He's like, "Man, I'm supposed to start something with him. I really want to do it. And I haven't seen him around. Does anybody see him? Is he all right?" He disappeared. So you might want to holler at him or look for his next. Well, I know what Mr. Gromby's been doing. He's been staining and painting this pretty sweet tank stand he's been sending me pictures of. So Mr. Gromby said, "I want to say I met you, but I don't know you like that."
Right. I get it. And it was the first Aquashella since 2019 in Chicago that I'd been to. And other than that, in between all of that was House Fire and moving up to Ohio to work with Flip and moving back to Arkansas. So my life was crazy.
23 people watching and 14 likes. Could we get everyone to hit the like button, please? Oh, I sent out the pretty please. I sent out the giveaway thing today. Finally sent it out. Yeah, finally. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm supposed to do, but and then
slacking, man. You're slacking.
Well, like some people have been putting in orders for shrimp, and I was going to send them out, and I just started sending money back. I was like, look, it's too cold. When it's 9 degrees, even with the heat pack, I don't want to take the chance.
Right.
If it's around 30, I'm good with the heat pack, but
not at 9.
No, but was it Lefty? Lefty messaged me. He's getting a T-shirt and some stuff, so I'm going to send that to him. Oh, I got to send him a price. New local Austin, if I did not say hi. Hello. Terry needs my Discord. Yes, he does. I don't know if Terry do good on there. He can't talk on it. Oh no, Timbo, you made sense. You made a lot of sense. Thanks for putting your comment in. It meant a lot. It meant a lot. So what are you up to there, Pop Shrimp?
Like I said, I got back from a 4-some-odd-hour round trip, taking my son up to the border, dropping him off.
At the border?
Yeah, up to the Oklahoma border. That's where the bus from the school picks him up.
Is there a strip club and stuff at the border?
No, it's a travel center.
Yeah.
So dropped him off and came home, and then saw that you were streaming, so I jumped on.
Actually, time went by faster. My wife come home. I was laying on the couch because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my anxiety and stuff since I haven't been taking the pills for like a month and a half or more. Like caught up to me these last few days. But so I'm saying last night I laid there till forever. I went to bed at like 8:45 and messaged my buddy at like 4:30 in the morning and said, bro, tell the boss that I can't make it. My stomach's upset, which it was, but it was just, I had the running thoughts of, okay, what am I going to do? I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do tanks. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. It's just, so I slept for 4.5 hours. And that's another thing that hurt me. Biggest thing I hear a lot of people complaining about, they don't want to get up because for the past 2 weeks, everybody's been sleeping in. So for 2 weeks, I've been staying up really late, breaking my, I get up at 5 o'clock to leave at 6, and if it's snowing out, I got to leave at 5:30 because, a 45-minute drive can turn to an hour and a half in no time if there's 4 inches of snow and ice, right. So the boss doesn't want to hear the roads are bad. He'll say, well, you should have left earlier. So, it was my fault. I think it all just hit me. So tonight I'm going to have me a little melatonin, and get relaxing and, stuff like that. What's this? Shell Gromby, I tried to start Discord to get a hold of you. I enjoyed the last time we were on the stream. Yeah, it should, can't you just friend Gromby on there and it'll be on your friends list? Papa went to the titty twister. He's now a vampire. Sorry to have to jet, but I got a call today about a new maintenance account. Today I have to go give a quote. I'll leave the stream up though. Thanks, buddy. Big Texas Tanks. I don't know. He's a gamer, even though he was here working in the fish store. He knows tons about fish, but he does what I started doing a little bit way before he even moved. But I used to put my camera on the Sulawesi tank and just video it. Like when Luke was doing school, I'd go upstairs and go help him. And then when he was done, when his hour was done, I'd come back down, Right. So, and like Terry and them says, man, you should leave it up all day on that Sulawesi tank. I could watch it all day. Did you see me yesterday? 404 error for all. 404 error. What? Luna had watched Dimensions 404 last.
You streamed yesterday?
Yeah. Well, no, I did a video. I took the Sulawesi tank apart, and I got some new stone from my buddy's store. So I took out the lava rock, and I got the coral. Since the substrate's all ragonite and all that stuff, I was like, just help with that. And, all that stuff helps the snails and stuff because they can eat it all, the powder and everything. And it helps with their shells and everything. So I did it yesterday, stirred it up a little bit, just a little bit, did a 50% water change. Now this is what it looks like. Now this tank's always pretty dark, but see if, and I don't have the light on it now.
What's up, Grant?
There was 16 rabbit snails in here yesterday when I took it all apart. But so I got 2 of them, stood them on top of each other.
I like it. It looks clean.
Yeah. Well, the red stuff was just a little too much. Let me
I
see
hear you.
if I turn the light on. It might make it too bright to where the. Oh no, it's good. I always have a extra light because it helps keep the algae growing for their food. That's why the substrate's a little green. But let me see if I can.
There you go. Pretty.
But I thought that the white rock would show the red better. You know, because the red rock, the lava rock, shows their color really good. But I thought with the white background, it might show it a little better. So once they get used to it and they're crawling all over it, we should be pretty good.
Right.
But yeah, 16. I started with three snails, and now there's 16.
Looks good, man. Nice.
That's in my Black King Kong tank.
Right.
The shadow tank.
You were showing me that the other day.
Yeah. Look at that Sawasa tank in there. Just perfect. Oh, and then here's the Dragon Blood Blues. I don't know if they're out, though. No. Look, they're all hiding. Little jerks.
Yeah, I know. You couldn't show me those the last time either because they were all hiding.
See, you got eggs. We got eggs on the.
Oh, sweet. I see that.
That's the mama. But I leave them alone back here.
Shit.
Hey, that's that Hookerus moss. It's the whole width of a 10-gallon tank.
Yeah, that's sweet looking, man. I love it.
Yeah, and all the way up. And that thing's just packed full of little babies. Let me see. Oh, you ever see this?
That moss?
Yeah, it looks like a fern.
Yeah. That's the willow moss. Because I have some of that.
It's not a moss, it's a fern.
Is it a fern?
Yeah, it's really weird. And then look, I got these girls buried again.
You shipped out a bunch of hookers today, eh, Grant? Oh, that's pretty. I like the eggs.
Yeah. I don't know how you can't see it. My purples.
Yeah.
The blues. They're pregnant too, somewhere in there. And then
man, you need to clean your tanks.
they love my tanks.
I know it.
Can you see that?
Multis.
Yep. You want to see something really cute? Watch this.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Bunch of baby fry.
And then if you look in that shell right there, he's the first. Can you see that?
I can see that. Yeah.
He's the first set of babies that they had.
Okay.
So that size. Yeah, I think we have 3 different birthings in here. So,
awesome.
Yeah, the babies are everywhere.
Woohoo!
So those will be up for sale real soon. Fancy red tigers. Yeah, and a lot of other stuff is all hidden, and I don't know if you can see. Can you see where? Oh yeah, see the big 125?
Yeah.
And then the 40 breeder next to it with the kitties in it. Oh, then here's here's the red. Well, those are purple metallic. These are red metallics. Because these have the purple metallic. These are the red offspring from the black ones.
Oh, wow.
They got red on the top or purple on the top of their head. And so I moved these these are the orange-eyed shrimp that just have orange eyes. And I'm taking them out, but that one right there is buried. So I want to see what she has for offspring.
Right.
Yeah. Then what do we got? Snow whites. These are always hard to film because they're so bright white. They're just everywhere. And this, get me 5 of these and put these in the shrimp contest. Shut up. Yeah. Who breeds their shrimp? I do. See, because this is the tank that I took the first set of babies out and started growing them in. Oops, sorry for the shaking. But yeah, so then I gotta go through here and check through these. These are the Galaxy fish bones.
Yeah, I dripped mine back in, Mr. Grumby. Mr. Grumby, very much so.
You know how I did that yesterday? I flooded it in. Blue Dreams. Blue Bolt. And look at all the babies.
Yeah, that's nice.
They're smaller than rice pieces. They're everywhere. Did you say fluval stratum? 2-year-old fluval stratum? You're still having babies on it? Oh, my Lord. We heard that stuff was junk.
How dare you?
Terrible. You said the F word. Fluval.
Fluval.
Oh, my gosh.
When I start seeing a difference using other stuff, then maybe I'll change over and maybe I'll have better success with a variety of different substrates for depending on the species,
Well, I think if I had crap water, that I would probably have to use a higher grade. But here's the thing.
That makes sense.
I don't know what's in organic stuff and clay and ash and stuff. I don't know what's in that substrate for someone to say, hey, this is the best stuff. Well, why? And here's the thing, like LRB says, don't chase your water, use what can go into it. Okay, well, if I could just RO, use this cheap substrate, I'm good. But then if I got to start buying real expensive substrates and doing all that stuff and adding more to my wallet, and I'm like, what? And then it's not fun no more. It's not. TN Aqua, what's up, Tennessee? I always say
the other thing is that, yeah, if you're at that level of breeding or, shrimp keeping, yeah, you have the money or the resources and you're investing a lot more money in your shrimp. So you're going to go the extra, you're going to pay the extra money to make sure you do things a certain way. Right. But for everybody else, what's available to them at Petco for shrimp?
Yeah.
Fluval.
Hey, and huge discounts, bro. Have you seen how cheap you can get what is it, a 16-pound bag or something of Fluval when it's on sale? It's like $27. When 8 pounds, just an 8-pound bag is I'll lie if I start saying prices, but I think the smallest one's like $22, and then the next one up's $40, and then that monster I think is like, it's like $28. And you can go in it because whatever it is online, Petco matches it on their online stores and for PetSmart. Well, they used to. I don't know if they still do, but
then I also get pet rewards from Petco. So after a while, You could.
I go in and they go, "Oh, you're such a good boy. You're such a." That's my pet rewards. Levi's Aquatics, welcome.
It really worked in my favor when I was buying, 10, 20 tanks every, dollar per gallon sale. Back then, it really worked out because then I'd go in and I'd have like $15 or $20 in Pet Pal rewards, and I'd buy $100 worth of tanks and only pay $80. And then I get a discount because I'd use the coupon code that I get for online stuff. So, yeah, it was nice when I was doing it back then. Not so easy, now. And where I live, we only have one Petco within driving distance, and yeah, it's pretty scarce as far as the variety of stuff we can get. But they do have Fluval. If I wanted to get something else, then I'd have to order from whoever sells Brightwell or Aquasoil or whatever I was using. You have to. There's a few specialty shops in town, in Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, you can go in there in some of the North Dallas Aquarium. Yeah, Dallas North Aquarium. I mean, Odyssey Pets, I think, also has Brightwell stuff. But, I'm not in town, so I don't. Amazon.
Yeah, and who knows? Online. I mean, I know their salts are good. I use their salts, but it's like you said, it's what's available in my stores. And, it's been around forever. And like I said, when I started in the shrimp, the biggest name guy I watched was Flip Aquatics. And what did Flip say? Ooh, Fluval Stratum is the shiznit. He'd say, I just change one out every year. This stuff is the best. Hey, I can't knock the guy for somebody giving him substrate.
If somebody was giving me substrate,
hey, more power to him. But Flip,
or if I had to do it for sponsorships or whatever. But it doesn't matter what I am using. I'm gonna tell people the truth about this is why I use what I use, whatever it is. And Fluval is accessible and it's worked for me. I've never had issue with it. Never. So it's easier for me. Now, would I like to try some other stuff? Heck yeah. But I'm not going to spend, $60 for a bag of Amazonia and then wait 6 months to do anything with it.
And some beginners, I think that's where like some beginners need to maybe start off with cheaper soil and get everything down first, because they could go spend all that money and their shrimp die. Or, how many people go buy all that substrate and they're like, oh, my shrimp won't breed. Well, then there's something else to it. There's something else you need to do. It's not always the soil,
Right. Now, like I said, I've had good success, and I've used Brightwell too because I ordered it back then. I wanted to try it. I wanted the Rio Cafe. I wanted a different color than the Fluval Stratum Black, so I had the Rio Cafe, and that's a nice color, But
now you sound like Rob.
That's just my flavor, but I didn't have any issue with the Brightwell
flavor. Do you put cream in that?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a coffee.
That's my flavor.
But I like the small 1 millimeter pellets too, because that's what they have, the extra fine. And that's what I wanted to try it out, and I liked it. And it works really good when I mix it with sand, because I like to do that too, is put, pool filter sand, and it's a good mix, a blend of color.
Dan Slee did that with black sand, and he put like all the substrate to the back, and he put sand like thin in the front, and then put sand in the back too. I said, why do you do it like that? He's like, because when I go to vacuum up, that's where I feed. He's like, if I lose sand, big deal. I just sprinkle it back in and it's fixed again. I was like, wow, good idea.
I like sand.
Yeah. But to answer what you answered by Mr. Gromby, I don't drip. when I do water changes, because none of my tanks have heat in them except the Sulawesi tank. So like yesterday, what I did is I did 60% RO, and then I did the rest in warm water out of the tap to get the temperature identical to what's in there. So
Right.
if you look at my video, I dropped the hose in, little airline, got to go, and I just dropped it in there and let it go. None died, none anything. I don't do that to anything unless it's a really large water change. If it's a really large water change and your temperature's not the same, that's the only time I'll do it, if the temperature's not the same. But if your water parameters are close, real close, then I don't put it in with a big fat hose or dump it in.
Well, I have to clarify because I use water that's coming directly from my RO buddy. So whatever
that's
flow
free.
rate, whatever flow rate it has coming out is what I have coming out. But I do it slowly because it is right now, especially. I did my water changes and water top off Saturday when it was 70 degrees because I knew by the end of the day, Saturday, it was going to be in the 20s. It was a 50-degree temperature swing. It was stupid crazy. So I made sure to do any top offs then because I don't want, 20-degree well water going into my tanks at a high rate, dropping the temperatures. It's cold enough in the house as it is, so I'm fighting to keep temperatures up with heaters, and especially my fish room. That's why I'm in here, because it's the warmest room in the house.
Little body heat won't hurt them tanks, I'll tell you that.
Well, the tanks hold temperature pretty good once they get to temperature,
Yeah, I was talking to a younger guy at my buddy's store the other day. He's an apprentice electrician. And he's shut down and selling all of his saltwater stuff. I said, what? I saw you just giving up. And he said, no, it's not. He said, it's not that it was bad. He said, but he's like, I saw that $220 electric bill. And I was like, no way. I said, $220. That's all your electric bill is? He's like, oh, it's the heaters and this and that. I said, well, that's your problem. You're getting fish like me with the discus. You got to keep them warm. That's the problem. You got to get stuff if you want to have a tank that doesn't need heat. And you don't have to turn the lights on. Turn the lights on when you want to see the fish. That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Setting your lights come on every day at the same time, go out at the same time. It's not needed unless you're going to sit there and stare at them. I mean, yeah, plants grow and all that stuff. But in my case, I'm right here at the basement windows. So all the way around, the basement lights up like I'm upstairs. And these tanks brighten up. So that's like, I don't leave a night light on for the discus now because the light from the parking lot next door, the security light, is right next to my house, and it just blings in this window, and they have it looks like the moon, So, to stay in the hobby, you just got to watch, check your bills and see where you can save, and try to do stuff that doesn't cost money. I'm getting ready to unplug this heater down here. I don't know why I had it on that Shelly tank, but all the other Shellys are fine. This tank,
right, Anthony?
This tank down here has more babies than anything. There ain't no heat in there. Yeah, Samurai soil was terrible. Terrible. That's like, I don't know.
I've never tried it, but I've heard people talk about it that I won't even go there.
The other one that's terrible, but it looks incredible, is Aqueon. It looks like BBs. They're perfectly round.
Right.
You can put them on the bottom of the tank and then put a layer on top of that, and it'll look like you built it. I mean, it's so cool because they're exact. But yeah, it doesn't do anything either.
It just looks cool.
Yeah. Number one reason, what's this say? Why people's shrimp die? They are not ready for them. They rush things. Yep. That's the whole, it's like we were talking about the other day, with TDS pens and stuff, who just said it? Oh, it was I was watching Stephen P.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. The Samurai soil for Neos.
Huh?
Grant is saying Samurai soil is meant for Neos.
Yeah, is that why it's got Caradina crystal reds on the front of it?
That's probably a marketing mistake.
Well, a mistake or not, it's a
sales
pitch. It's a sales pitch.
But then again, that's the whole thing that it comes to it. If he's having success with it, then is having success with it.
Yeah, Neos, it's great. Yeah. I mean, if you don't have to buffer pH, it works great.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Nah. And I've done, like I said, when I first started, I was using Stratum for my Neos. I didn't know any better, but I was like shrimp and plants because I was mainly into plants. That's why I got into it. And then I started getting into shrimp. So I kind of learned backwards how to work with Fluval, and I've carried it over into Caradinas, and it works for me.
I can't remember who I watched probably in the last month. They said that they're still running Stratum after 4 years and it's still buffered.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Hello, Mississippi hippie. Say hi.
Hello. I said hi earlier. You didn't miss it. You missed it.
Once I started moving my shrimp into established tanks, they were well aged. I realized that they really aren't that delicate. Nope. If you know what's in your water, like I say, the biggest things to look out for is if it's Neocaridina, just temperature and TDS. Check it really quick. I mean, if you're really worried about it, check the pH. But shrimp can go down in pH quickly. They just can't go up in pH quickly. So even if you want to do RO, let's say you check your TDS, your TDS is really high compared to what, let's say you keep it at 200 and it's at 335 because you haven't done a water change so long. The minerals don't ever go anywhere. So you can just take out water and then just put pure RO in there and get it back down to 200. And now you're at 200 again, so that's a little way to get around.
I just like using RO water because I feel like I have more control of what goes in my water from there, whether it's Neos, whether it's Guppies, Cichlids, my German Rams, my Clown Killies. To me, it's easier for me to start off with scratch, if that makes sense. It's just, I feel better that way. But that's something that I've learned over dealing with water from the city in Dallas-Fort Worth, that's what I started with. And also RO water. And then going up to Ohio and trying to learn their water. And then moving to Arkansas, trying to learn that water. And then getting back here and learning well water. So with all the different aspects of what I've seen, it's just easier for me now to start off with RO water. And then it doesn't matter what tanks I'm putting it in because I'm building the water the way I want it anyways, supplementing it with whatever salts or KH, GH plus, or, whatever.
Yeah. I remember, God, a long time ago, I won't say the person's name, but they've come, full circle. But I don't know if maybe they just did it to, which they probably did. They ordered from me to help me out, get going, and, and spend money. But they ordered Caradina shrimp, had no tank set up, had no salts, no nothing to remineralize water, nothing whatsoever. And they ordered shrimp, told me to send them. And I didn't find out until the day the stuff was in the mail. So, super lucky. We sent all the products to pour in there really quick, get it going to live bacteria, GH plus everything. So we overnighted that so it would be there the same day as the shrimp, and they hurried up and made it. Took a dirty sponge out of another tank, put it in there, squeezed it all in there, everything, put it in, and none of them died. So, there are times where people don't have patience or, move too quick. But like I said, I think maybe it was done to, spend some money here and help us out and show some support, which I feel great, but, But like when I move my discus, I don't do anything special. When I got the puffer fish, I just made sure the water was warm, and we got the pH to a certain area, tap water, and then just dump the bag in because there's no other fish in there. So
right.
But that's the thing, too. I mean, I understand Mr. Groundby is saying the right stuff, but you should start with what your water can accept. And then if you want to go to Caradena, go to Caradena and just learn how to do it. It's super simple. You don't have to buy an RO unit. It does help, keeps you from going back and forth to the pet store all the time, but I did it when I first started. I was doing it. I go up there, get 3 5-gallon buckets filled each time.
Right.
Like, forget this. I feel like I'm in the mountains again, getting spring water, take a bath. Yep, see, Tropic says he drips his water back in.
Whoa.
Yeah, but that's all I do is I try to get the water to what is in the tank. So I don't shock them, because if everything else is there, then but like I said, I don't flood it in there. I put it in with the airline, so it goes in slow.
Right.
Without a pump, it's gravity fed. I don't pump it in, it's gravity fed. So it goes slow, but it's not dripped. I don't in my experience, I don't think doing water changes needs to be dripped in. Just not forcefully dumped in, though. I was always told if it disturbs your substrate, then it's too fast. It's too much. You gotta slow it down. But if you're getting brand new shrimps, or if you're putting shrimp in another tank that the TD, it's all different. Yeah, you got to do that. But if you're going, parameters to parameters, you'll be fine. Well, it's true. Rain flow changes things. It does change things all the time. That's why you could do a water change, a cooler water, not cold, but a cooler water change on shrimp to help them start breeding. You could do it with plecos. That entices plecos because they think it's raining out, so they get excited about that, and they'll go breed. My wife got me a cucumber for down there. I cut that sucker in half and skinned it, and they're all over it now. I ran out of green beans. That's the worst in the world.
I'm listening, but can't have my phone at work.
Fish Ranch. So never an issue with aged water. I can do 100% changes. Yeah. 55 degrees. Yeah, there you go. My tank's about 75 with 50% change. I just dumped cold water in. Yeah, but it's always said before, which is a good idea, but it costs more money. Now, see, the well water, if you can get the well water out and put it to a warm part in your house and let it sit overnight, that temperature will go up. If you get it, because when you pump it out, it comes out super cold, just like Papa Shrimp said. When water comes out of his RO, that'll make your scrotum shrink. So if you could pump the water, that's what I like to do. I like to pump it out and leave it there for a week. I don't care. Leave it there for 5 days. That way it acclimates to room temperature and I don't have to freak out. But if it comes out straight, it's cold. you can't do such a big. But fish, you can. I mean, they're more forgiving.
Well, when I have my more permanent setup, I mean, like I said, this is all temporary. It's meant to be taken down and moved and replaced or expanded upon. So when I do have a more permanent setup, I'm definitely going to have reservoirs with water that get to room temperature. So that way, no matter what, I'm pumping room temperature water back into my tanks.
Grant, what's your average electric bill? Well, I mean, you got to figure I have a senior living here. Kids, well, you have kids too. We took the pool down because I'm going to buy a real pool. Well, not one of those pop-up pools, the Intech. I'm going to put a real aluminum pool up next year. But with the heat running all day, every day at 71, all the tanks running. I mean, I just run 2 air pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heaters. And these lights draw a lot, way more than I thought. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 lights. I think my bill's like $318 a month. Yo, Jerry, is this your website? I believe that is stockmytank.com, store Papa Shrimp.
Yep.
Yeah, that's him. Anthony C, welcome. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, the heater grows babies quicker. Yeah. I don't got patience for plant tanks. I use plants in tanks whenever it floats and lands to the bottom, top to bottom. Yeah, I just like with my boosts and stuff, I take little lead weights for fishing. I just clip it around a root really close to the plant and drop it in there. Boop,
yep.
It stands up straight.
Those work perfect.
That's all I do. Then the shrimp go clean it up all day. I cycle my boost. A lot of my tanks had too much boost in them, and I got them down here now. So the ones that are super clean, I'll pull out, drop down, and just keep circling it. So they can clean them off and stuff. I probably got 40 down here. I want to get them all nice and pretty looking. So I can, have a tank with just boost and then do something with it. I'm thinking of trying them in the puffer tank, but I don't know if they'll eat it or not. So,
Man, I got some really, really, really pretty blue bolts that I want to start a project with.
yeah.
Yep. There's some of them that I think I should pull out and do a little breeding project with because they're on the very, very high end of blue bolts.
Enjoy yourself. Thanks for showing up, Tank Aquatics. Hope to see you soon. About to feed some brine.
Happy New Year.
You better watch. Tropic, that's a live animal. I rushed my black roses. And killed off my colony. I'll be buying my next set of them from Brian next time. I got nice black roses. Stays crystal clear water all the time.
What's your secret?
To black roses?
No, to crystal clear water all the time.
So I don't have a secret. That's luck.
There you go. Good answer.
It's luck, baby. It's luck. And the tanks that don't have it, I mean, they have the hair algae. and not so lucky.
Hey, we all try, but you're right. I mean, there's times that I've set up a tank and I've never had an issue with it. And I go, how did I do that? And the one right next to it that I set up at the same time, I thought I did the same thing, turns into a mess. And I'm like, what's the difference? Someday, do I want to be perfect? No, not really. I like my method of,
Yeah,
sometimes it works out good and I make the right choices. Sometimes it doesn't work out so good, but they all end up being awesome, once they cycle through.
Yeah, I just can't believe how much these shrimp play in this stinking hair algae. It's like, I mean, there's so much food in there because the hair algae grabs everything that's in the water column, And they just sit and feed. It's like, yeah, I know it's ugly, but if my shrimp are super healthy and they just keep having more and more and more offspring. So, I mean, I'm not going to let it get way out of hand, but if I still leave 40% in there, but it dies off when I put the flourish in there,
Right.
then it helps the sawashitan that's back in there start to take off, and it starts to die down a little bit. I'm like, all right, got to back off on the flourish. It's going to take their home away. Bobby from Michigan, what's happening? Oh, Fish Tropic, you say large number of seed shrimp will attack snails and shrimp. I can't call you a liar on that, but one thing I do notice is when it's really weird. When I notice a tank, once it's cycled and seed shrimp show up, that's when the shrimp start breeding. They just start breeding. And then they disappear. I don't know if they die off or what, but
sometimes if I get a real bad problem with seed shrimp, I'll throw in baby fry guppies or other things in the tank like that are fry. And then as long as I don't have fry shrimp or just freshly hatched shrimp, then I won't put any fish in my tank.
Right.
But usually it comes and goes, but I think seed shrimp are natural.
Yeah. Tropic wants my TDS in the Sulawesi tank.
4.
Yeah. Well, you say what? Did you say 4 or what 4?
I said 4.
The one that I can hit to hold the setting. The one I got for Flip, the batteries are dying, so I gotta use this one. Same, just as good. 191. 191 with the 8 pH, yeah, 191 on the TDS. And I got I put tap water. I put some tap water in it, then put Sulawesi salt in it, got it to 180. And then the water that was in there, moved and adding the pH up, the liquid pH up, that lifts it up a little bit.
You got crushed coral too, right?
Yep. And now I just stuck those 2 big, huge stones in there yesterday. I went to my buddy's store and somebody had brought in, there was a customer that came in and sold their tank and stuff to my buddy. They just, they're older, I guess. So then they came in, they brought a box of everything else that they had, food and wafers and stuff. And I was like, dang, what's in here? I get first dibs. And there was this big white rock with the holes going through it. And I said, hey, is this for saltwater, one of them good ones for a Sulawesi tank? He said, no. I said, it's cool looking, but I don't need it with the holes in it. He's like, well, if you take it home and bleach it, it'll be pure white again. I said, because I want to put it on the substrate, in the Sulawesi tank. And he said, oh, you don't want to come back here with me. So he took me back there and he had a brand new box just came in and all that coral. And I was like, man, he's like, look how white that is. He said, put that in there. I said, man, they'll really thrive with this too and everything. He's like, oh yeah, it helped keep that pH up and stuff. And so yeah, I bought the 2 pieces. And here's the thing: is I let everybody know when I did yesterday when I made the video. I don't know how much it was. He did weigh it, but I thought he was going to give me his stuff for free. But I don't know what he charged me. So I mean, I got out of there on a 50 spot. But, you know, I had a lot of stuff. I mean, I had 10 crayfish, those 2 rocks, a big bag of a ghost shrimp, a big bag of live brine shrimp. He gave me this to try. This is one of those flow pipes, like, you know, those glass ones, those badass lily pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Eheim's type deal. You hook it on. It's got the lily pipe because I told him I wanted to do something different because, you know, I've never had puffers, so I don't know how they like their water. Do they like it fast? You know, what are they? So he gave me a bunch of stuff to try in there and everything. So
that's cool.
Yeah, but he gives me stuff all the time to do, you know, like the Eheim vacuum that you vacuum out, you know, your substrate with. It sucks everything up into this net mesh, real thin mesh, and just the water comes out and it doesn't disturb the tank. You don't need buckets. You just go around. It's battery operated. It's got an impeller in it, and it just sucks it all up. And then when you're done, you shut it off, lift it up, drain the water, and then go over to the sink and undo that thing, and everything comes out. Well, he said, you know, somebody had bought it, brought it back, said it didn't work. So he's like, hey, do you want to do, you know, an unboxing on it, you know, try it out? I said, yeah, it's incredible. My wife loves it. Then the other thing, Eheim has a powered algae scraper, battery operated algae scraper on a big long stick. So you hit the button, it just starts vibrating. You put it on the glass and you don't have to put no pressure or nothing. Just go back and forth, and the blade's so sharp it vibrates and just takes everything off. So Eheim's got some really, really, really good products, you know. So I just get lucky and get to test them out. Now there's a product by Fritz. I would lie if I told you the name of it, but it's to kill planaria, flatworms, roundworms, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. He had it on his shelves in the store. And when he went past the saltwater, he saw planaria. So he went and dumped, like, I don't know what it was, 80 packs in his sump system, you know, for just one wall. You know, he has so many saltwater tanks. He said he went walking by to cut the corner to go around to the freshwater, and he looked over and he's like, oh my God, I crashed the tank because it was so cloudy. When he looked, he said it was all planaria.
Wow.
Floating through, but you can't see because they're all living in the corals and stuff. So I was like, you got to be kidding me. It killed it that fast? He's like, yeah, dude. He's like, and then, you know, you got to go through there and siphon it all out, get all that. He's like, I'm siphoning the bottom. It's solid, dead planaria. I was like, whoa. I was like, bro, you got to get me some of that for the shrimp tanks because, you know, Panicure C, it's a dog dewormer. You know,
yeah.
how really safe. The stuff that I sell, no planaria. That's good.
Expel P. That's what Stephen P is talking about. I've seen that a couple of times.
I'm not.
Is it Expel P?
I'm way back. I'm like 3 miles behind Expel P. Got me. Let me see. But it's for salt and fresh. Now there's 2 of them. One, it's see, this might be the other box from parasitic disease. I think this is this the other box or no, this is the box. Yep. This is the box. Yeah. 20 per pack. That's what he was doing. But But and look, I'm telling you, see, Expel P, levamisole, HCI, and that's what kills the worms, and immunostimulant agent, and is effective against many internal parasites, especially nematodes. When used as directed, it is effective against nematodes, roundworms, nodular worms, and hookworms. Can be used as a coral dip to treat flatworms and pest nudibranchs, whatever. Wow, it's pitch black out. It's only 10-6. But yeah, that's it. Expel P. And he said, I mean, literally in minutes, he walked by and the tank was solid cloud. He thought it had a bacterial crash. He's like, oh my gosh, I dumped this in and it messed up my, saltwater stuff's expensive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everything in that tank is alive. And then he said he looked really quick and it was just the worms were blowing around like this through the system. I was like, you're kidding me. He's like, nope. And then they all went to the bottom and I just went through and I was like, dang. So if it works that fast, I mean, it's gotta be probably one of the best things on the market, So yeah, I'm gonna order some of that. Because if you can wipe it all out without having to come back multiple times, if you can wipe it all out and go, I know it's dead, and you don't have to worry about it, especially, I mean, if you don't have 3-4 inches of substrate, you know what I'm saying? It should be able to get down there pretty good, but it was pretty exciting. And I tried to get him to give me some, but he used every bit of it on his shelf. Now he had something else by Fritz, but it wasn't the same thing. But I was like, I don't want that. But yeah, it's levamisole. That's what does it.
Yeah, levamisole.
Yep.
And then you said HCI or HCl?
That's what it said. HCI, I think it was levamisole. HCI, I think it was.
Cool deal.
Oh, see, Chevy Fish says Fritz Expel P on Flip Aquatics. See, so that's it. Expel P. Wish they had something that good for Aptasia. Aptasia. I don't know what that is. I'm back for a little bit, he said. Big Texas Tanks.
There we go. You had a troll in here that I got rid of for you.
Oh, you did? Thank you.
You're welcome.
What was that? So he said, as Tian Aqua said on the stream last night, said that they say when trolls start coming in your stream, that means you've made it.
Right?
I don't know where the hell I made it to, but it's in the wrong parking spot, I'll tell you that.
That's right.
I mean, I made it where? I've just come on here to have a good time. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, so I don't know what I made it to. But they've been coming around for the longest time. It'll give some Russian name or something. It'll just be some bunch of stuff or some 3 letters, .JLC, and then it'll say something, or it'll be something goofy, like looking for fun or something,
It was when you have mods.
Yeah, it was starting just on videos. Like I post a video and then that was the comment for a long time. But
most of those get taken out before I even see them by YouTube.
Yeah, I hit everything and say that it's spam, so if it comes on and I go to touch it, it says it's already been removed. But they won't remove it unless I say to I report it as spam. So they're a bot. Yeah, see. Anemone that overruns and stings. Oh, it's a saltwater pest anemone. Oh, an anemone that's a pest? Why? My server made it then. I got a few trolls in there. Yep, you made it, bro. Yeah, like I said, I don't know where I made it to. Subscriber only mode helps keep them away. Yeah, I actually tried that one time, and the minute I turned it on, all I got was comments. Does he have it in subscriber only mode? You know, and I thought, you know, am I trying to act like I'm too cool? Like, I'm subscriber only mode.
Now that you got your own T-shirts and everything.
Yeah. I got my own T-shirts.
And you got trolls on your server, so you made it to the big time, man. I see how you are.
Yeah. Hey, if I got hobbits and wizards coming through my doors, I made it to the big time. A troll on my computer is not much, but you know, if I get the precious, if I get that golden ring, not a troll is basically infecting the YouTube system report, and anyone can do it too. Yeah, that's why I just I was in somebody's stream the other night. So, was it? Yeah, it was yours, Papa Shrimp. I said to get rid of it. I wasn't able to get rid of it. But yeah, it's shit. Brian is too cool for me now. Gotta dip. I am not cool.
My computer made a noise at me.
Petco? Oh, at Petco, Excel PC at Petco. How much is it though? Oh, I just had it on. Oh, it was like $14-15, I think. Yeah, so if that's the new thing, if that's better than all the other stuff, you know, I'm really excited because there's a lot of times that, you know, tanks will slow up and you don't know why. And all you got to do is stir that substrate. Take the filter out. That's usually, I don't know what it is, but when you grab those filter sponges and the little stuff comes off of it or something, you start moving stuff around, that planaria will come out. And they sting shrimp, boy. I mean, when I just did the solo AC, there was planaria in there, so I had to dose it. That's why I cleaned it. But they were red, so that just lets you know that they're feeding on the red of the solo AC. So I treated it now. Now I got to wait, but I could go up to the store and try to get some of that stuff. Probably not, though. It's cold. I can just wait until I'm coming home tomorrow.
Pet Connection, not Petco.
Oh, Pet Connection. Oh, that's where he used to work down the street from me. Yeah, big Texas tank right here. I don't know why he went the way he did. He should do his own. He had a fish tube. The guy, I mean, literally knows tons, snakes, fish, you name it. What'd they have at their house? Tanks or fish, snakes, salt water. He had tons of salt water, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I do, Mr. Gromby. You ever do that? Yeah, when they're crawling on the glass, I just go and then swipe them off. Yeah, they love that stuff.
I do that sometimes for, but I catch my snails and then throw them in my German ram tanks. The German rams love the snails.
What? You throw snails in a tank and let fish eat them?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I'm gonna report you.
I do it by the millions. No, I don't have that many snails, but
I'm unsubbing you.
I take the snails, which predate on the baby eggs or the eggs of the clown killifish, because they take 10 to 12 days to incubate. So the snails will eat those eggs. Well, I'm trying to breed my clown killifish, so I take the snails out. And in order not to smash them and be cruel just up against the glass, I take them and put them in a tank where I have German rams, where at least they have a chance to survive. Unfortunately, not a single one has so far, but I keep trying. I'm trying to let them survive, man.
At least you're trying. I mean, at least you're trying. I mean, come on. You're making an effort.
Yep, that's right. But no, if I can't, because I have one assassin snail in there as well to help control the snails, but he can't get them all. And so the ones that do get up to the top of the glass, or I see them up at top, I try to get rid of them. But I'm starting to see fry either way. So I guess it's working. is the best thing to say. Is it's working for me in that tank breeding clown killifish, that by removing the snails and feeding them to the German rams, it's working.
Yeah, I just noticed that down at the end of the tank there, I had those half beaks in there. I had 5 of them, and about 2 weeks ago, I found one dead. Now I look in there, and there's only one in there, and he's like real skinny. So I hurried up, put a little prosy in there. I don't know. My buddy said that he did them. I don't know if they're picking on him. You know, if those multis down there are picking on them. I mean, they're topwater fish. That's why I put them in there. But with all the babies and stuff in there, I don't know. I never peek in there. I just figured they'd grow up in there.
All the half beaks that I've had so far have been difficult to keep going. They seem like they're weak. You know, just every ones that I've seen so far, and we've had a few batches when we were selling them at the store that did well, but most of them, it just seemed like we lost more than we could keep alive and sell, and then they didn't ship well at all.
Yeah, they're bad. His buddy works at a big box store, and he gets them whatever he wants. So he got order of 25. He said, I'll keep them in my tanks and, medicate them. By the time he got them medicated and sent them to me, I think there was 8 or 7. And then they got to me, and one was dead in the bag. So I had 5. Yeah, it was like 6 or 5. It was very little. I had 5, then I found one dead, and I took it out, and now I only see one in there, so they must just be falling off, But before, they were super lively, eating like pigs, going nuts. But, those multis have all those babies in there. They might be going up and nailing them, So get away, get away. What is it? Yeah, my buddy's store's got a tank full of assassin snails.
They serve their purpose. I don't have a bunch of them, but I have a few.
Yeah.
I like to move them around from tank to tank when I have a tank that's giving me issues.
Yeah, and I just sold all of my snail killer. I had this special product. It was from a tree. I don't know, something from a tree, like a bark or something that's ground up, and they come in tea bags, and you drop the tea bag in there. You can't have any fish in the tank because it'll burn them and kill them. But you can leave the shrimp in, but you drop the tea bag in there, and it'll wipe out every single snail in the tank. So I mean, Panacure Sea does it, but this stuff's made to do it. But yeah, then you have to, do water changes, and you got to take, I think it's like a month before you can put fish in it. Yellowstone.
Danger, no snails allowed. So if they disregard the signs, oh well.
Yep. And if they don't, good night.
I used to fear snails because I had a tank that just got overrun with snails, and then it gave me like a trauma from having snails, and so I stopped keeping an aquarium for about a year and maybe a year and a half. And when I started keeping aquariums again, that's where I'm at now. Since I started keeping aquariums again, this is where I am now. But yeah, I've kind of learned they're a part of it. They're all a part of it. I'm not going to go take the extra effort to rid myself of snails. I'll just do whatever I can to control it, not overfeed my tanks, be careful with my plants as much as possible, because it's more of the other stuff I'm worried about versus snails now, like Hydra, Planaria, any other little critters that I don't want. That's what I worry about more with other plants.
Yeah, you can just do a drip though, or a dip.
Yep.
Yeah, so many things that, we can look back and go, God, I wish I would have did, But for that future fish room, wherever you move to, you know where to start. I'm going to drill
Exactly.
all my tanks.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
going to make sure I dip all my plants. I'm going to
Yep.
make sure I quarantine and medicate all my fish for worms.
And I know I'm going to have like a rack of tanks that's always extra just in case when I need to. So, at a moment's notice, they're up and running and ready for whatever I need them for.
Yeah, I got four in the garage, or 5 in the garage, 4 10s and a 15 in the garage. I got a 10 over there. I got a 15 right here. I got a 10. A 10 and 2 5s sitting right there. I like the 5s. I didn't before, but I really like 5 gallons now because you can just siphon 5 gallons out of whatever tank your fish is coming out of and just throw them right into it and good to go. And put a dirty sponge. They went from one tank to another. But the 5 gallons nice for one fish if you're gonna medicate. It saves a lot of money. But I've been noticing like that big huge jug of Metro I got for the discus, and I'm using it on the puffers because I didn't know that you should medicate the puffers when you get it for worms because I guess they're known to have worms really bad. So I'm medicating with Metro with that. Starting out with that because I watched a video where Science Gal Aquatics, she got 4. And she put Prozzy Pro in her tank. I have Prozzy. And then the next day, one of them was kind of struggling. So they had to take it out of the tank, put it in another tank, and leave it by itself for like 4 days. But I was like, man, is Prozzy a little rough for, and you just got the fish and then you put the meds in there where they a little weak, So I figure I'd start with the Metro, do it for like 8 days. Give him like a week or 2 off, and then maybe hit him with a little Prozzy, just in case. And but yeah, I didn't know, and I told my buddy at the store, I say, it's really cool about belonging to the aquatic YouTube world is that people have information on stuff that you never knew. And he said, what do you mean? I said, they said that puffer fish, usually have they're known to have internal parasites really bad. He's like, what? I said, yeah. He's like, no shit. And I was like, yeah, why? He's like, maybe that's why the spotted puffers never last. He's like, but those figure 8 puffers, they always do good. He's like, but the spotteds, they die quick. I said, well, yeah, they're probably coming in with worms. But here's the thing. I don't know why, but like, I don't ever see like, any fish store that you go to. I don't know if you've ever seen it. So let me know. Have you ever been into a fish store? Like they get their fish and they go, all right, hurry up. Let's medicate this. I just see them chuck the fish in there. What dies they scoop out. What doesn't they sell?
Pretty much.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, pretty much.
They don't feed. That's their fish are all skinny at the front going nuts, because the more the fish poop, the more they have to clean the tanks, and it causes disease if they don't clean. But yeah, so when I tell him, he looks at me, I see him, it's just like, damn, I got to do it again. I got to put medicine in there.
Now I know the fish store in Arkansas that I was going into a lot, Pets and Things.
Petroman 1185. Sorry.
He said that at first he had a lot of problems with his fish that he imported because he got them direct. So they'd come on pallets, these huge boxes of fish. And he said that once he started using Lucas's approach of diluting them and washing the fish before he put them into the tanks, the deaths went away and were reduced greatly. So he started doing that instead of just dumping them in or mixing them in with this fish, because he had a big die-off that really, I think it was from a kid that went around with a thing of food and just dumped it in one of the aquariums, and it killed off a bunch of fish. So in that process of trying to medicate them and revive them, the best thing he had was getting them out and washing them and then putting them back in another tank. So he started doing that with all the fish he imported, and he said it was a lifesaver. Get it? Put them boom.
Yeah, that is when I seen Lucas do that, I was like, what is this guy doing? Is he going to pull out a bar of ivory or something too? Then, then as he talked, it's like they breathe it in, they breathe out the old stuff, breathe it in, breathe out the old stuff. It's kind of like rinsing out a sponge, and you got to keep doing it till the stuff all the way down in the middle comes out. You can't just spritz them with it and go, okay, they're clean. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's it's kind of like, well, I mean, it's not like, but like my brine shrimp. I rinse that off, get all the salt, off of them, but that's not getting it out of them. But I didn't do that with the puffers because I figured it's brand new water. Because I drained it all down because the discus were in there, so I put substrate in there, planted it, put wood in it, filled it up with tap water. Did it everything. Had a heater in it already for the discus, and so I just acclimated them in the 120, 125, got this done over here. And then once it was done, I just opened the bag up and dumped them in. So they were acclimating for like an hour because I was having to move the discus from that tank to that tank. And I had to move that tank from here up there and that one down here. So I was trying to juggle 10 things at once and get it done. And I finally did, but puffers are sensitive to meds, kind of like clown loaches. See, that's why I went with the Metro instead of using Prazi, because I was directed to use Prazi by some people because I said, well, I don't know what's the best to use. And they said Prazi. I said, well, all right, I got Prazi. But then when I watched, like I said, I watched Science Girl's video, and one of hers got, I don't want to say sick, but it was in the corner not wanting to play with all the other kids, So I was like, ooh, is this stuff kind of strong? So let me go with Metro. I'll start with Metro and see. So if it's in their guts and stuff, it'd be good. Petro Man 1185. Well, we're almost out. Oh, we hit the 2-hour mark. I think it's very super hard water, sometimes even brackish. Yes, they are like guppies. So the transition can be very rough. Okay. Well, I think we're going to call her a day. This is 2 hours now, so I wanted to come on here and have a nice stream like this and goof off for a while. Glad we stayed on the fish stuff almost the whole thing. But I'm back to work tomorrow, and so Monday I'm probably going to go to nights. So just want to get a few extra streams in before that. So
you'll be able to make it Wednesday though, right?
Oh, for sure. I'll let you know. I should be able to let you know by Thursday, Friday time if I'm going to nights. If not, then I'll still stay on days.
Okay.
But when it goes to 7/12s, I won't make it then because I'll leave at, I'll be working 7 to 7, so I won't get home till about 8 o'clock at night. Oh wait, that's when you go on. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
After 12 hours, I'm gonna be able to give you about 17 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Now I have to go to bed.
But you're gonna be all
sure. And I'll be all jacked up and have to take pills to go to bed. I'm all jacked up.
Awesome.
Hey, did you make a New Year's Eve or a New Year's resolution?
Yes. To quit smoking.
Mine is to go on a diet. And thank you, Pumpkin King. Good seeing you in here. And to not eat after dinner. So you eat dinner and there's nothing after that the rest of the night. So if you eat dinner and then eat, your dessert or whatever, that's it the rest of the night. No pop, no goodies, no snacks, no nothing. Luke's doing it too. So he's very excited to do it. So the only thing you can eat, the only thing I tell him he can eat is a ramen noodle because it's so much protein. And if you boil it really good, you get all the starch out. Or he can have a bag of popcorn because there's nothing in popcorn.
There you go.
So, I mean, compared to a kid that eat a whole bowl of, Doritos and all that crap at night, then go to sleep. So, but yeah, we're doing the diet thing. So that's my hookup. So
awesome.
But all right, I just want to say thank you for coming up and hanging out.
Peace.
To everyone in the chat, all my moderators, thank you very much for what you do. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a channel that runs as smooth as it does. And everyone that's new that came to the stream tonight, please remember to hit the subscribe button. And thank you for coming and hanging out. And everyone that isn't new, thank you for coming and hanging out as always and supporting the channel. So thank you so much. Until next time, from Motor City Quack, stay safe, and we will see you soon. Take care. Peace. See ya. Boop. Boop, boop, boop.